Ka jingkno persya ya ka sorkar MDA baka persyang banyada ya ki katto katni bat UMLA hadien ka jingweng kam ya ki ophisar basyong thaj na ka Lokayukta. Muktiar pilanti sangma ubamik khmat ya ki nong mudui ula ong baha ka kam bamsap halwar ki project ka Garo Hills Autonomous District Council GHADC ula pentik na baka jingbishar kanam syakta na marba ka Lokayukta kaladap ban chart sheet ne bo jingtho ya ka case. Uwe na kini ki basyak keno bamsap uday usanje sangma MLA Mahendraganj bat uday ubadan jingade bat Chief Minister Conrad ki sangma. Pilan ula pensyai ha kabayade bat karukam jingbishar ka Lokayukta bat ula kedo bat sisien bala chart sheet bat poisya ka jingbishar dan mano bala ban tuklar bat kaan kanyat la ka jong kalenti. Ula pensyuru ya ki ophisar ki basyong thaj ki bala syakweng na ka Lokayukta bala dagis ngau bakade ka ba persya ya ka an kila ban mudui sya ka jingbishar halor ka jing syakweng kam bat dan bala ban khang ban kiu ying le ying saw la ka jingweng kam ka de ka bamdai ne ka badai bat ka ka rai ba ai ka jingbishar ngin hap ban pediang.
There are many cases people have come up and they file a case against the corruption, like against some individuals as well as against some contractors for non-completion of the project. And then I should say shortly, there are many cases people have filed different complaints and they have come up and then they have filed a complaint petition before the court of Lokayukta since from 2019. And then there are two cases which recently had been charged by the court of Lokayukta. After going to the procedure, I mean like the Lokayukta, after filing of the case, Lokayukta will pass an order for preliminary inquiry. Thereafter preliminary inquiry, then they will be given an opportunity, both the party, to file their show-cause or to file a reply. And on the basis of, after hearing both the parties, again court will pass an order, Lokayukta court will pass an order for detailed investigation. If there is a prima facie case or something is material on record, court will pass the necessary order for investigation. After the filing of the investigation, that concerned IO or investigation officer, they will submit and they have submitted also. After submission of the investigation, detailed investigation, the Lokayukta will, again the court of Lokayukta will see to the detailed investigation, and then if found materials prima facie is there, then he will file a charge sheet. Now in this particular two cases, so far Lokayukta filed only two charge sheets, as I remember. There are many cases still pending and still under investigation, but so far two cases has been charge sheeted and it is still charge sheeted. Trial is going on before the Special Judge Court Tura. Now in my view, I should say, law is very clear, once the case has been charged and it has been submitted to the competent court, nobody can interfere. There is nothing to worry with regards to what will happen when that law will take its own course. So if any person who is aggrieved by the order of the special court or trial, that they will take the legal recourse in near future. They can take the plea on if any party is aggrieved. So as a matter that law will take its own course, there is nothing to be worried, because charge sheet means now even in there are two cases which Lokayukta have filed a charge sheet against there's one present MLA also, Sanjay Sangma, against him, and the trial is also going on. Another case is in the case of Ismail, and where trial also is still going on. Then and another case in the same case, in the case of Sanjay, there were other, beside him there are other 9 or 10 ex-FDC. They were also, their names also appear in the charge sheet, and they were challenging the order of the charge sheet order against the order of the Lokayukta. Now case is still pending for hearing, and we have filed the affidavit in reply affidavit in opposition. Another still yet to file, and then it will go on. But then the trial, the court has not stayed the proceeding, which means that these two cases has been charged, and the trial is still going on in the court of special court of Dura. It will take its own course. However, the High Court have not stayed the proceeding. That means trial will carry on, but against at the same time the repetition is pending in the same against the same subject matter. But since the court has not stayed the proceeding, so trial will go on, and simultaneously in the High Court we have filed one affidavit in opposition, and then the final hearing is still pending. Another one is, since affidavit from our party we have not filed it. After filing, then it will take its own course. That's the only thing. Yeah. But my statement, what I should say is that once charged, when it reaches the court, competent court, nobody can interfere. Changing of the officers of Lokayukta, it will not affect, particularly those cases which have been charged and those cases which have been pending in the High Court and which is pending in the Court of Special Judge, because those must have already been charged, has been already filed, the trial going on, and the investigation officer as of now they have nothing to do because they have already submitted. Now they will take the evidence. In my view, the law is very clear. Now, once the matter has been in the court, nobody can interfere. Nobody can interfere. And that changing of the officer of Lokayukta will not affect the case which is pending in the High Court and also which is pending in the Special Judge. I should say, even once any people or any person or any individual file a complaint case before the particular forum, we must have the faith, because we faith in the judiciary, we faith in the forum or the commission. So suppose if any person agreed by the order of the investigation officer, any person is agreed by the order of the Lokayukta or any court, there are remedy, they can go, nobody can stop. So now people may think it that due to the changing of the officer of Lokayukta, they may believe or they may think or feeling that this investigation or pending case will affect. It will not affect. It will not affect, particularly those cases which already been in the court. It is in the court, even which is still pending in the Lokayukta. If any person is aggrieved by the investigation officer or any order passed by the Lokayukta, it is not end there. They can still approach to the proper forum or to the higher court. Say, for example, if a person who filed a complaint before the Lokayukta and he don't get the relief, that means he is not satisfied with the order of the Lokayukta, or he might have dismissed the petition or the complaint petition. Still there is remedy, he can go and challenge before the High Court against the order of the Lokayukta. That's the thing, that's the law. So affecting or removing just because somebody officers remove, it will hamper. No, hampering or may not hamper, that I will not say. But any person who is aggrieved by the investigation officer or by the order of the Lokayukta, there is a remedy, they can go to the higher court. So there is nothing to be worried. Because Lokayukta inquiry, after inquiry it will end there. Any person is aggrieved by the inquiry or any sort of order, there is a scope, there is a remedy. That's the thing. The law is very clear, as I said, because there are so many debates, so many discussions, so many statements, views by different persons, different political parties, individuals, and even the victims. In this regard, I should say that any person who is aggrieved, because as I said earlier, that Lokayukta chairperson of the Lokayukta has removed those officers. There is no bar for the victims. That means those 3 officers who were removed, they can, if they really will, I mean, if they want to continue or whatever, they can approach the court. It's the court to interpret, because we should respect, because you and I and anybody can say our own views. I can say he is right, you may say wrong. Then who will interpret the law? After all, we cannot say, I cannot say, oh, statement given by so and so and this politician or that individual is wrong. I cannot say, because they have every right to say whatever they know, and then because we have our own views and understanding. So we will say, but ultimately who will decide? My views and your views. It is the court to decide. Once the court decides, we have to accept it. Now, somebody said something, they said that it may be right. They maybe said that removal is illegal. Maybe right or wrong. It is their personal opinion. So we cannot say their whatever statement is wrong. We cannot say that also. We cannot say right it also. In the media, I think it's just everybody can give their opinion. There is nothing wrong, and there is no bar. I also can say something. You also can say what your own views. But what I should say is that if those officers, if they feel that they are agreed by the order of the remover, there is no bar for them to going to the High Court and or any court to challenge the order. So court will pass an order, or court will see to that, and then court will interpret. Because it is said that any litigants, suppose everybody is not an expert, law expert. You may write, I may write, or your view may be right, my view may be right. Suppose both of us are saying that you are right, I am wrong. In that case, what happened? Litigants go to the court and they file a case. The court will interpret. Why? Because in the court we will know the truth. We are going to the court to know the truth. To know the truth. Once the court passes an order, we have to accept it. If still agreed, there is no bar, we can still go to the higher court. But ultimately, since we are doubt, I may say that this is right, this is wrong. I may say it's illegal, and another person may say what I think is illegal may be illegal. So in that case, what happened? Ultimately, both a party will approach the court, then court will decide. In this particular case also, regarding the removal also, people, they have every right to give their own views and comments according to their understanding. Maybe they are right, they may right also, they may wrong also. But ultimately, the real person, their forum to interpret is the court who will interpret. What I'm trying to say is that if those three officers, if they want, they can, if they feel that it's illegal, they can approach the court. They can approach the court. There is no bar. Then court will say that removal is illegal, removal is rightful. Whatever court will give the true verdict, the truth. Court will pass a order. Then accordingly we have to accept. So there is nothing in that one that they can approach the court. So once they approach the court, court will see to it whether it's legal or illegal. So everybody have to accept the verdict of the court. So they can go to the court if they wish. But if they are not, don't want to go, then nobody can force.